Hello, y'all. So somebody helped me with an extra $50 to help me get in the hotel room again tonight. I'm hoping. Shall I say last night? Cause it's, I think, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. So after that, now I have like $40 in cash, and maybe about $12 in the bank. And they have a lot of loud vehicles. Just a second loud vehicle that just passed, not even 4 o'clock in the morning. And why aren't their asses in bed? It's not like you gotta go to work because you're in a doggone hotel, but this is the noise harassment. Freaking ridiculous. So I was so tired and sleepy last night, and now I'm can't really sleep, having insomnia, sleep deprivation, and then the Alex guy waited till after midnight, in the middle of the night, to make a comment. It didn't even show up in my. He creates another. He keeps on creating these newer YouTubes each time I block him. But who's harassing who? If you keep on creating new YouTube channels just to fuck with me, and this bastard even found my blog. Like, how did he even find my YouTube channel in the first place? So he stalks and harasses me and follows me around, tries to walk up to strangers, tell them about me, and he tries to talk about how police got me under surveillance. On New Year's Day, he told the police to make sure they watch my every move. Like, how the hell you think I said it before, how you think you got the authority to tell the police what to do? And the so-called targeted friends that I had, it's like, shucks, I had to, I'm not in contact with anybody on the phone anymore because it seems like they all turned on me, or they're not really that supportive of me. And it's like, how the hell are you supposed to ignore somebody who stalks you first, and he's there before you get there, and then when you arrive, he pretends to make it like you're stalking him and then call the police on you. Each and every time he called the police on me. How am I supposed to ignore that and the police come out? So now he, in the middle of the night, like, you got time to freaking think about a black female at like 1 o'clock in the morning? I thought your ass was in my hometown, New Orleans, where you don't belong. I say you don't belong there. I say he doesn't belong there. So then, I don't know if he made it back to Pensacola or whatever, but he tried to make it like as if I'm violating his hometown, Like, he tries to copy off of and mock everything I do, like a mirror, mimic everything I do. He tried to, as y'all saw in the video yesterday, the day before yesterday, because now it's Monday, June 15th, 2020. So he tried to be like, well, yeah, because I don't like flies and bugs and stuff like that. Or narcissistic abusers pretend to act like as if they try to force you to like what they like, but then they pretend like they like what you like, they're the ones who need to be eradicated off of the face of this earth, So all I'm doing is documenting my stalking and harassment. And each time I do it, now he got more threats, And so he, this the third time. This time I got a screenshot and put it on my blog because I don't know how to put a picture or a screenshot in my YouTube videos. So y'all can click on the link below if you care about me. If you're here to support me, you can click on the link below And you can click on the link below and see that I put on my blog. I documented it about him, falsely accusing me of following him and harassing him, and he wants to copy off of what the other lady said. Now he wants to talk about, you keep making videos about me, or he falsely accused me of lying on him, which my twin sister do the same thing. And he said, you keep on making videos about me. I don't remember exactly word for word what he said, but he said he made a threat to have me sued for libel if I keep, blogging about him or talking about him. But as long as he keeps harassing me, this is my way of documenting it. Since, look at this. Somebody just made a loud noise, some thumping sound. So yeah, it's okay for everybody else to report their harassment, their targeting experiences, but I'm supposed to ignore everything, I'm supposed to ignore. I'm supposed to ignore everything, So, it's really scary. I need a permanent solution very quick with my homeless situation. And you know that when you go to the homeless shelters and stuff, you get perked and gang stalked really heavily. The guy tried to tell me, you keep, he tried to say, you keep lying on me, and I'm telling the truth. You keep lying on me, and I'm going to have you sued for libel. People are freaking ridiculous. What the hell is going on? See, these are all perps. It seems like a normal person's life is put on hold so the gang stalkers can do something to a target. That's crazy. Like, I heard about normal people being forced ejected out of their house just so gang stalkers to move there right next to the targeted individual. And then if the regular person does not comply with their own house, then they become heavily gang stalked too, I feel my heart just goes out to the people who are being gang stalked and don't even realize it. Or that you'll tell them and then they'll say, oh, shut up with the bullshit conspiracy theories. But you're trying to get the truth to them, we tell them, if you keep on going through bad stuff, I'm trying to say, well, being gang stalked, oh, stop with the bullshit conspiracy theories, But they don't want to believe that they themselves are gang stalked, So, anyway, I keep getting off track, but Alex trying to say, oh, you keep lying on me, and I have you in trouble for libel, and he was like, you better go back over to Florida, and he trying to make, I guess this must be his hometown, Shucks, I was just trying to get away from him. I didn't know this was his hometown, but he knew I was from New Orleans. How the hell he knew that? He never even addressed me by my name, Candy. He never addressed me by my name, but yet he knows so much about me. So he's friends with all the bus drivers in Pensacola, and he tried to say, you better get your ass back over to Florida before I have you arrested down here, and the police are all my friends. All the police are my friends and stuff like that, So it's like, I bet you if I would have moved to Puerto Rico, he probably moved there too. I haven't seen him since we got off the bus Saturday, but he's been harassing me online too. Since before I left Pensacola. He didn't find my account until I posted about anybody doing organized gang stalking and electronic harassment in Pensacola on Craigslist. And so it wasn't that a few hours later, that's when he found But I didn't even post a link to my YouTube channel or anything like that. Or else the people who responded to me, like about 6 or 7 people who responded to me, maybe one of them was probably him pretending to be somebody else. You know, and that's how he found me. You know, so I don't know. It's like, I don't know, like one person named Jamie or something like that supposedly gang stalked in Pensacola, but I tried to reach out to her and she acted like she didn't want to talk to me or whatever. It's really bad when you're really targeted and you trying to reach out to somebody and they falsely assume or falsely accuse you of being a perp. The moment you try to approach them or talk to them, you know, and you don't even have to act like a perp or anything like that. The moment you just try to reach out, like on my other channel, I was new on YouTube to the targeted individual community and try to reach out to people, and they kept blocking me and left and right and falsely accusing me of being a perp or a fake TI just because I was new and trying to talk to people and trying to connect with people and stuff like that. And it seemed like the so-called targeted individuals, it's like they can be more brutal than the actual gang stalkers sometimes. Like, what the hell, you know? If we all supposed to be a family and a community and everything like that, you know. So I'm just really frightened of what to do. Like, it's so unfair for me and even other people, you know, seeing like I didn't know until I got here, and I was just trying to, you know, get away from him following me everywhere. And plus, you know, my transportation was halted in Pensacola. Can't ride the buses, so, you know, and that's how they do. They won't give you a straight answer when you ask if you're banned, but if the police agree with them kicking me off, you know. And the police said that I did nothing wrong, just like they did at the Everman place. They said, well, you did nothing wrong, you didn't break the law, but they just don't want you here, you know. There's always one police officer that's an asshole and the other one is nice. And it's all, like, usually be 2 officers. Or sometimes everybody's an asshole, you know. So what happened to me last night is an example of why I don't even talk to the police, because they say stuff that's really triggering and make you upset, you know. And they're just fucking, the bully fag cops are just fucking cold, very cold. I mean, shucks, I bet you snakes and reptiles have more compassion than they do, you know, and they're supposed to be human. Like, and then even other men. You a man who works at a men's shelter, and me, like, feeling scared about being a single woman and with no place to go and afraid to get arrested and go to jail, and you a man and you just sit there and shrug your shoulders like you don't care. You know, even when my hair was the way it was a week ago, long like that, men still weren't gentlemen towards me. But one good thing, it seemed like people recognize me as a woman here in Mobile, Alabama, and the men are actual gentlemen and give their seat up for a woman on the bus, you know. So I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. If there's no housing for me, I don't know. But I don't know if y'all want me to keep y'all updated. I'm just like frightened to death of going to jail or being locked up in a mental institution, or just being locked up anywhere, you know. And I asked him, I said, you know, what the hell, am I supposed to be somebody's baby mama? Am I supposed to, you know, like, I don't have a partner, I don't have a husband, a boyfriend, or nothing, and I'm single with no kids, and I can't get housed. And I'm like, what other single female is going through this, you know, that you're not allowed to exist anywhere, and the only place they'll put you is jail. But here, people are actually committing, like, they say it's a crime to drive with one headlight in your car. It's a crime to stalk. They say stalking is a felony, and gang stalking is even worse. So how the hell serious stuff like that, I said in my other video, you know, can be looked, I mean, they can get away with that, but, and people can blare loud music as long as they want, and the police are right there. But then, you know, if you're homeless and it's not your fault that you're in your predicament, and, you know, then you get arrested for something that's not your fault or beyond your control. I have looked for jobs, I've looked for employment. Even here in Mobile, Alabama, a lot of, hardly anything out here. It's mainly driving jobs. It's like mainly driving jobs, whether it be something where you have to have your own vehicle, or you know, 18-wheeler jobs. So at this very second, I feel like an electronic itch simultaneously on both of the front or top of front of my thighs, you know, where my lap, on the top of my thighs. And somebody said that's somebody hitting me with energy weapons. And so yeah, well, when I'm in a place like, you know, when I have a roof over my head, they hit me with the energy weapons, even worse. You know, these people don't have a right, I'm sorry, my nose is itching. These people don't have a right to do this to us. They don't have a right to treat us like this. This delusional faggot acts like he delusionally believes he's above the police. And you're just a random citizen in society. Who the fuck are you? So I don't know if I'll try to go back to bed. Well, of course I'll try to go back to bed. I don't know if I'll succeed at getting any sleep. And so I'm just so frightened. I'm so scared out of my mind. And, you know, if I were to go back to my hometown, he probably would slander me there too, and have, well, people were already, the foster mom did that, you know. So I was wondering why I go to Los Angeles and being treated by the women at the shelter the same way that the foster mom treated me, you know. So I'm going to have to go now because my storage space is running out. Bye-bye.